Hi everybody. Okay. So this is another one. This is one that I thought about doing for a while, but I wasn't sure if I should do it because before I thought about doing it, she was fine. Then she was canceled for a minute, so that's what I was worried about. Okay. So I'm gonna try to not talk about her personal stuff too much. I'm just gonna talk about her professional life. Okay. So she started off as a just a normal housewife, and her comedy grew out of that. Because uh, she when she did her jokes, she was talking about the majority of the population. Because, well, I mean, I know it's 2024 now, but back in the day, uh, a lot of women stayed home to raise kids. So she considered herself, and she named herself domestic goddess. um, so yeah, a lot of her humor and that show Roseanne came out of that. Um, and it was successful for 9 years, and it had a good cast too. Lori Metcalf and John Goodman and Michael Fishman and Sarah Gilbert, of course. You know, she's Melissa Gilbert's sister, and Sarah um, Lacey Goranson, and then Sarah Chalk, and yeah. And the funny bit about that was that they traded places a lot. So I was wondering who was going to be Becky this week. Okay. So then after that, and then also she did have a few movie roles before Roseanne started. She was in She Devil, and she was in something else. I just forgot. And then she had a comedy roast a couple of years ago. So, yeah. And just so you know, you have to be pretty famous to get a roast. So, um, and what's also kind of weird is that a lot of the actors and actresses have passed away from that show. Like I said before, I did a video on Martin Mull when he passed away. But sadly, we lost Gwen, Glenn Quinn, who played Becky's husband. And, you know, uh, yeah, but so that was really sad because he was really young. And Johnny Galecki did come back to play Sarah's husband, but only for a short bit because he was pretty prominently in Big Bang Theory by that point. Um, so then after that show ended, there was a lot of talk about whether there was going to be a reboot or not, and there was, but that was short lived. Um, and then let's see, she was on a show called Roseanne's Nuts, where she was in Hawaii. So yeah, or she talked about it. So yeah, I mean, you can say what you want about her, but you have to be doing something right to be that famous and to have at least 3 series that you're tied to. That's an accomplishment. And I always throw in the bucket now that some people are intimidated by some women because women are supposed to be, according to some people, women are supposed to be quiet and mostly quiet and just go with the flow and don't speak your mind and that whole thing. So if you dare to go against that, a lot of people don't like you. And if you speak your mind, you can be seen as like the bad word that I won't say, or demanding or domineering or whatever you want. But it's all a negative connotation. But I don't like it because it's clearly a double standard. Because if a man did the same thing, he wouldn't be get called, he wouldn't be name called and deal with all the stuff that women do. It's just a clear fact. So that's what I think. All right, bye everybody.